everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have a special guest in the studio again. This is Beth from Style at a Certain Age. You might remember her from my Fearless series that we did, the Fearless Aging. She was my 60s decade.
Back in March.
I know.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
I
learned a lot too. You know what I learned from you from then? You probably don't know this, but I always used to put my foundation on first.
Oh, yeah.
And you taught me to do it last.
Yeah.
And I do that now. And it really is. Actually, it's a
good.
lifesaver.
Oh, yeah. That was really fun. I had such a great time. And who knew that I was going to keep going with my Fierce Aging? It was so popular.
I'm so excited for you. It's really resonated well with your audience. But I think that that's so important because you really listen to your to your reader. Wasn't it from a comment?
It was a comment on YouTube.
Really?
They wanted to see my mom.
Is that crazy?
And so I was like, you know what? Let me do this. And then then it just kind of fell together with you. And so we wanted to do a video that you got to know us a little bit more. So this is more of getting to know us. It's not really about fashion or beauty. We have 5 questions we're going to ask each other, so you get to know us a little bit more.
Just fun. Just fun. Off the cuff. We're raw today.
You know what? I don't know if I told you ladies in their first video together, but the way I met Beth. So I had been stalking her.
You stole my thunder. I was stalking Nikol on YouTube.
Well, that was what was so funny. So I had been watching her, and I had like different boards from Pinterest, and I loved her style because I love jackets. I love classic style.
We're classics.
And I was just like, she just nails it every time, and I really love her style. So I've been following her for, gosh, I don't even know how long. It must have been like a year or so. And then one day on my DMs and Instagram, I got one from Beth, and it says, I'm a big fan of your YouTube. And I was like, is this really the real Beth? I'm like, no, this is impossible. Right? So I came home, I told my husband, I'm like, Beth from Style at a Certain Age said that she watches my YouTube. He's like, that's so cool.
I love them. I've gotten a lot of good tips from you.
From there,
I really have.
I think I interviewed you for Beauty Reinvented.
You did?
About style.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
So I think that's kind of how it started because you all were asking me tons of style questions, and I thought this will be great for you to be there.
But we were able to meet early on because I had a collab that I flew down to Miami for. Yes. And you were free, so
we went to dinner.
Yeah, so we went to dinner, Mac and I, and I met Nicole's lovely husband, Ray. We went to dinner. I don't know. We just hit it. I mean, I just knew we were going to hit it off.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun when she walked into, I picked like a on the beach, like the seafood restaurant to be very Florida. And she walks in, and it was so cute. She walked in this gingham, like J. Crew, high collar
my jumpsuit.
And I was like, oh yeah, there she is. Yeah. All you need to put is a cocktail in her hand.
I know. It was fun. We had a fun night.
It looked like you walked out of your Pinterest, your photos. I was like, that's Beth. She looks so beautiful.
That's because, I don't know, J. Crew does a pretty good job
with
their jumpsuits. I have to say I'm a big fan of them. So yeah. So I don't know. Our relationship has just it's grown, and we've just had a lot of fun. And I'm here again in person, and so we get to. After this, we're gonna go have you're gonna have rosé
or cocktail. Well, whatever Beth decides. I'm gonna follow Beth's lead because she has this style. Or you have Fridays with Oscar, so she gives you not only does she give you an amazing cocktail recipe, but she gives you a great appetizer or meal.
Yeah, it just depends on what we're doing that week. Sometimes it's an appetizer, dessert. It's the holidays, so I've done some cookies, and we're doing brunch next week for Christmas brunch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, kind of anything that's a little bit seasonal. But the cocktails have been really, really fun.
Oh, they are so much fun. I always look forward to them. I'm always like, it's Friday, and Beth says it's okay to have a cocktail.
I know, right? It's 5. My mom always used to say it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world.
Somewhere.
So, yeah, I've always globbed onto that. So
I like that. All right. So I'll start out with the first question for you. We have 5 questions.
5 questions, okay.
And then we'll go into something fun that we wanted to kind of share with you ladies and kind of give you some insight on our lives behind the cameras.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Okay, so how old are you?
Oh, how old am I? I don't know. Do I share my age? Actually, I do. I'm 61. And actually, I could be wrong, but I believe I was one of the first style bloggers because I remember when I came on the scene in 2015, everybody was kind of hiding behind the over 40 bloggers. It was the over 40 bloggers, and I'm like, what the heck? I was 57 at the time. I'm like, I'm way. At that time, I was closer to 60 than I was 40, but I'm 61 now. So, and I'm proud to be 61.
Yeah, I think that's so great, and and I think a lot of women look up to you by being so transparent with your age and about everything, and it's not about trying to be younger.
Yeah, no, it's just being who you are, really, no matter what age.
That is true.
Because you're considerably younger than me, but but we're still friends. And I think that that's wonderful too, because age really is irrelevant.
No, it is. It just depends on how much emphasis you put on it, or if you don't.
Yeah.
So now, where are you from?
Where am I from? Well, I am. Oh, I don't know. You didn't answer.
Oh.
You didn't answer that question. You have to answer the question.
I'm 44.
Too.
I just turned 44 in October. So it's so funny because I'm always like, I think I'm mid 40s now, right?
You are.
But it's exciting because I'm like thinking it just keeps getting better.
It does. And let me tell you, it really does. It continues on. It's just. Life is what you make of it. It's all about your attitude.
Yeah.
You have an amazing attitude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do. So, okay, what's the next one?
Oh, yeah. So where are you from?
So, where am I from? Well, I'm a Midwest girl. So I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska.
I can't believe that, though. That's so crazy. I would have picked you on either coast, not like in the middle.
Well, the accent. Because I don't have an accent.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. So years ago, broadcasters were actually sent to school to have a no accent. Like what I have, so which is kind of interesting. But yes, but a Midwest girl, and I'm so thankful that I grew up in the Midwest. I've lived all around the world, and I'm telling you that those values that I received as a young girl, they used to also be made fun of all the time, like from the East or the West Coast. Like, oh my gosh, you're from Omaha. Did you watch the corn grow at night? Well, yes, we did. But we went to movies, too.
Oh, my gosh. That's so true.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny. I used to get a lot of razzing, but I'm very thankful that I'm a Midwest girl, and I really am, through and through.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So how about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, actually. I'm a native Floridian,
Is
believe
that
it or
crazy?
not. Yeah. I know everybody acts like I'm like this like random, like something that they've never seen before.
An anomaly,
right?
Because this is my impression. This is my take on Florida, is because we had so many snowbirds escaping the cold.
It's true.
That there's really nobody that's really from Florida.
It's true. There's a lot of transplants that come from like New York or where have you. But, it's funny because everybody that I grew up with is a native Floridian. So to me, it didn't seem like it was like a rare thing. But every time I say, oh, I'm a native Floridian, I mean, I've lived all over in different cities in Europe and in Chicago and New York, Miami, what have you. But I actually ended up back in Fort Lauderdale, which I thought was kind of crazy and strange.
Did you think you were going to?
No.
Were you surprised?
I was actually moving to New York, and my apartment fell through, and then I ended up back down here, and then I was like, well, if I'm here, I'll buy a condo, and then I stayed, and then I just, it was just one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, my parents are here though too,
yeah,
so
that's so nice.
I think if they were somewhere else, I would probably be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your first job?
Oh, my first job. Oh, well, that was way back in the day. Well, I was 16. I think I just turned 16, and it was a summer job. And so it was retail, but I wasn't like in the department store selling clothes. I was behind the scenes, so I was at the distribution center. So I worked, so I started like at 6 in the morning, but we were done at 10 in the morning. So I could go to the pool and have a life and have fun. While everybody else was working, I'm like,
That's awesome.
lounging on my lounge chair, lathering up with my baby oil, burning my skin. But anyway, that's what we used to do back then. But that was my first job.
Well,
summer job.
My first job, I think I was 15. I think I was just able to work like legally. So I remember, and I was approached to be at H2O Plus. They just launched the Mariel Hemingway fragrance to be a perfume sprayer. Oh, and it was so funny.
Was that before it got discovered?
Yeah, right.
As a model.
No, it's really funny because no one really wants to be around perfume sprayers. Like you're like the person that is like, it's great, it's a great job, but people are like, go away. Get away from me. So it was kind of funny, but it was.
Well, you learned to take rejection.
I did.
Right?
I really did. I was like, okay, next person. It became like a game, but I loved it because I was in beauty, and I loved all of their. That was like when that really was when they first opened with their whole concept of water and beauty products and all kinds of stuff. It was really neat. So I enjoyed it.
That's cool.
The next question is, what do you think of first impressions?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
And actually I do. I believe in them. Not that I would never give a person a second or a third chance.
Right.
Because I also believe in that too. But I'm very much of how we present ourselves to the world really matters. And I think that maybe that is why I'm a style blogger. I think that is why I take the time to, put myself together in a certain way, because I think that really means something.
I agree.
I think it really helps with, stepping out the door in confidence, when I have that outfit on, when I'm put together, as opposed to, I don't know about you, but I do have those days when I'm, and my readers ask me this all the time, do I ever just, schlep to the grocery store? Of course I do. I'm in my sweats and no makeup on, my glasses, but I kind of do feel like, I need a hat to,
exactly,
to kind of hide under it. But I do. And also, too, with first impressions, I trust my gut. I've learned to really trust my intuition. So I really do. I think first impressions are very important.
Yeah, I do too. And I think on a level where if I'm making a first impression, like if I'm meeting someone for the first time, or I'm going somewhere, whether it's traveling or what, I love to really put myself together. I love styling myself, and it's always funny because we went on this cruise with my husband and I for New Year's. I don't know if I told you about this or not, but I always spend all this time styling and whatever trip it is,
getting your outfits together.
And this one time I was like, you know what, I had this caftan from Notori, and I was it was so pretty, and I felt like, you know what, I just want to have that, you put something on and it gives you a certain feeling. So I put it on and I had a martini glass and I'm like going around the ship by myself. I didn't know where he was. And people were like in the elevator, like, what is that? And I felt like my impression was very it was just very bougie and whatever. And it was funny because that's how I really wanted to present myself. And I'm sure my first impression to people was like, wow, oh my gosh, well, who's this girl with in her nightgown?
Yeah, the martini.
But it was really fun, and I do that on planes. My husband's like, "Congratulations, you look like a flight attendant," because I have like a scarf on and my jacket. And I was like, "Yeah, but I get treated differently when I show up to the world, like we were talking about, with a certain." Just a certain respect for putting myself together and wanting to
They're being thoughtful.
to put that out there into the world. And I think it makes a huge difference. I remember being in school always wearing a uniform, and then the second we had a day where we could dress, you act differently when you wear certain clothing,
Yes.
And I think that first impressions really lend to kind of that road of you're laying out who you really are at all aspects of impressions. So.
Exactly, because honestly, that's what I talk about on the blog a lot. Style really is, it's reflecting who you really are inside. You're taking what's inside and presenting it to the world.
Right.
So yeah, I agree with that.
And I think it takes you a little bit of time too sometimes to find your style.
Sure.
And then once you start developing, and I think you gravitate to sort.
Well, it continues to evolve.
Yes.
Too. I have a basic style. I'm a classic style dresser, and I have been since my 20s. But it continues to grow, and you bring the trends in, and yes, you're never done with your style.
Which is so much fun.
Yeah.
That is a fun aspect of it, because it's always changing, and you can always do something different, or if you don't like something,
it has no expiration date.
No, which is nice.
I know.
All right, so would you prefer coffee, tea, or wine?
Oh, do I have to pick one?
I'll give you two.
Can I have two out of three? Good. 2 out of 3, because I for sure need coffee in the morning. I'm a much better person after having my first cup of coffee in the morning. I just need that time, just kind of wake up. But I do have to say, I do like a nice glass of red Cabernet at night. I really, really do.
What is your favorite wine?
I like Hess Cabernet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
that is good.
That's definitely a go-to of mine. Yeah, I like that.
That's good. I do like Hess. I do like a Cabernet too.
Yeah. But I know you like rosé.
Well, I do. I love Nespresso in the morning. That's like my thing. I only have, usually it's a cup, but sometimes I'll have 2.
Yeah, I'm like, I stop at 2.
Yeah, I stop at 2.
I do 2.
And then
I don't have any more the rest of the day.
Right. Yeah. And then I definitely like my rosé, which I just named. We got a new Frenchie, French bulldog, and her name is Rosé Champagne.
I know.
It's a little over the top. It's a little extra, but guess what? It's funny because I'm like, every time I say her name, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want a rosé. It's probably a bad thing. Yeah. And then tea, I have a rose tea at night. So I actually have all 3. But I found this rose tea that is just, I was like, I love everything rose, whether it's like fragrance
organic or
it is organic. It's from Allegro, and I looked it up because I was like, I love this so much. Like, I wonder what benefits it has, from weight loss to anti-stress, like all these things. I had no idea.
So
it was
calming.
Just very calming. And I I just loved it because I was
rose.
Like, it's rose. It's rose tea, and it smells amazing. It's so delicious. So that's like my ending of the night, which is really nice.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you'll have to try it.
I am going to. I'm going to look it up.
Okay, so how
I've gotten a lot of good tips from you.
Oh yeah? Well, I have had tons of tips from you.
Yeah. Did I share when we did our makeup video that I put my? Did I already share this? Did I put my foundation on? Yeah. Yeah.
But there is it's funny because there's a lot of things that I kind of pick up even on your Instagram, like just different things. I've actually screenshotted some of Beth's stuff where I'm like, okay, wait, I'm going on a trip, I'm focusing, like I want this kind of look, and then I would be like, oh no, she had the pink pants on in this one. Yeah, because it helps me if I like screenshot stuff and then I'll make my own kind of little board, not really on Pinterest, but just like on my own phone. Yeah. It helps me because then when I go to my closet, I'm like, oh yeah, because I love Beth's style, and that's really, it's nice that it translates well to me because it's what I like. But
classics,
or even if you weren't classic, there's some things that you do that you can pick out, whether it's from the shoes, or you're styling with your jewelry. I mean, you don't have to be in just a classic style to really appreciate how you kind of do your blog and you do your YouTube and what have you.
Yeah. Well, do you know what eye makeup I have on today? You actually taught this to me too. And this is your palette.
What, Headstrong?
This is the gray. I don't know.
I think it's Headstrong.
Yeah, it's the grays. Yeah, and
it's beautiful because it brings out the blue. I was looking at it thinking to myself, I wonder what she's wearing. Because your blue eyes look really nice with it.
You taught me how to use the grays, because I had never really kind of...
Well, I like it because it has a sheen on it. It's not matte, so it kind of brings life to the face.
It's a little bit sparkly, but it's not like too sparkly.
Right.
I mean, if you looked at the palette, because sometimes we get a little like nervous.
Right.
Like, oh gosh, can I really pull this off? But it's just...
It's like a sheen, because there's no glitter, there's nothing like that. But that's what I like, because again, that's another rule that we're breaking, is that you can't wear anything that's sheen or it lightens up the eye. Everything has to be matte. Right. It's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be that.
I like a little sparkle and shine.
I do too. Yeah. I just like that. I'm actually wearing bottled blonde. It's like my go-to, and it just gives me a little lift,
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you bounce back from criticism? Because we do put ourselves out there and we know we're going to get it, but how do you kind of work through that when you are putting your life out there, you're putting your style out there, in all different capacities?
Well, I think this is because, as we said, I mean, we're working in an industry where we're putting out content every day, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, the blog, photos, it's, and sometimes I'm just like, I mean, if you, all of the people that I grew up with, because I'm a very private person. I know it's really hard to wrap your head around that, but I'm very, very private. So, so splashing my, my photo out like every single day on YouTube is just like, it's really kind of anti-me. But I've just really learned to just kind of roll with it, because I mean, if you really want to share something in this world with anybody, you have to put yourself out there, and you just really kind of have to forget about that people are not always going to like it, because they're not. I mean, let's face it.
Right.
I'm not a $100 bill. Not everybody is going to like me.
Right.
As much as I wish that I could, but you just kind of, once you wrap your head around that. And, criticism, of course, we get that. I mean, we've, Nikol and I have, gone back and forth. I mean, she's just a great sounding board. And we, when you actually, you get that really negative comment that's maybe bugging you, or you're just like, I don't know why it is, but we seem to focus on the negative ones rather than all the amazing, positive, supportive ones. That one, can kind of tank you. But there again, you just go back to, if I want to say anything, if I want to share my thoughts or my style, you're just going to have to learn to take the good with the bad. So.
And I think we like to bring these, we have some comments that we found kind of funny that we thought we wanted to share, and just...
Should we share them?
So yeah, we're going to share them. Okay. And it's just we're on the same level as you ladies, because I know you're getting it from a different angle. We just happen to be on a platform where this is what we love to do, is share through YouTube and Instagram and our blogs. And yes, there's going to be people that will say different things. And we know that if you're going through your gray hair journey, things are being said, how do you recover from that? Right. Or maybe your boss had said something, or your friends, or what have you. So you get it on a different level. We get it on a level of just, putting ourselves out there, or, and it's funny because it seems to really relate to gray hair and age and what do you think you're doing? Like, and so we just wanted to... I've actually, Beth's been my sounding board a lot when I've gotten, I'm having a day where it's not so easy, and then I'll get like bombarded with just things about things that I can't change, like my dark eyebrows, or things that are like, okay, well, honestly, ladies, I thought I was going to come on my channel one time.
My knees. I
was going to come on my channel with like gray eyebrows. Like I was going to go to like Joann's and get like the furry, like whatever it is, felt or furry stuff, and just cut them out and put them on and be like, I'm like, how does this look today?
Hello, ladies.
Because I was thinking to myself, I don't know, are they supposed to be like gray? Like I was like, what is going on? So we wanted to just we have to laugh about stuff. So we wanted to kind of share and make it light and just know that we are human just like you guys. And we're just showing up every day, even though we have great comments and we love that you're so supportive of us. And then we get some that, just kind of derail us sometimes. So we wanted to just kind of share.
Kind of like, well, is it Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel that does this? Because I laugh.
I think it's Jimmy Kimmel.
Is it Jimmy Kimmel? Because I laugh my heart
Me too.
out.
And it makes me feel so much better.
When I see the celebrity.
I'm like, oh my God, someone said that. Like, and then I'm like, okay, I feel better because I'm like, I'll sit in bed like late at night. I'll have my earplugs in and I'm like laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be laughing. It's like 2 o'clock.
So we're going to be a little bit Jimmy Kimmel, but I think they share we're not going to share like anybody's hand.
No, these are just things that have been said that I picked out. Yes. And, they're just kind of sporadically in there. So I'll start with, I'm going to start with this one that was said. I actually responded to this too, which is funny. And I know what I was wearing on YouTube. I was wearing a J. Crew jacket, but it looked like Chanel. It was very conservative. It was pink. It was like, it was one of my favorites. And
pink is your color.
Yes.
Mine too.
Someone said, 23-year-old face and hair and outfit said 64. # one hot grandma. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait a second. There's a silver lining, hot grandma. I was like, I've never been called a hot grandma. This is amazing. So I actually wrote back and was like, that's the look I was going for. Thank you. And it was.
Did you say that?
I did. And then everybody else was starting to write back. And then I got the 253 likes on this girl's thing. I was like, I guess people thought it was true, hot grandma. So then I was like, should I get a hat that says pound hot grandma? Hashtag number one hot grandma. People would be like, what? So I actually got some humor with it.
Well, what's wrong with being a grandma anyway? I get a lot of that too. And
I know.
I'm 60, but I actually don't have grandchildren yet. I'm hoping for that day. But, what's wrong with being a grandma anyway? I don't understand why this is, like, so derogatory.
I know. I know. We see that a lot. A lot of it's about age.
Yeah, it really is. Actually, when we were like, skimming through these, the resounding theme is age. Like, but what's wrong with aging? What's wrong with looking 61,
Right. Exactly. And that's what we're rewriting the rules about is this whole age thing.
We're pushing it back.
Oh, give me one, Beth. Give me one.
Okay. Those skirts are way too short! ! Time to wear below the knee. And then so I have to share this. It says, please hide your old knees. So I guess, my knees are aging along with me. I don't know. What can I tell you? But I don't understand. Why do I have to hide them?
Well, okay, here's mine. I'll go with that. I thought she was 60. I was like... 60. I was like, wait. Then I'm like thinking, you're like, wait, I'm 60. But
I know.
What does that mean for me? Okay, so I must look older than I am.
Oh, it's the gray hair, right? How about this? I'm 55 and feel 2 decades too young for these styles. So I guess I have very aging style, which is, I will say this with classic style.
Right,
a lot of times.
It is. It's just
but they mistake it
exactly.
For being like old or, stodgy or whatnot. But anyway, I don't know. So,
I don't take it like that. I dress like that. But then again, I get those same comments.
I'm too young for those styles. Okay.
Well, here's mine. She looks at least in her 50s for sure. Hard to tell under that muck and fillers.
Muck.
And I was like, what? I was like, muck and fillers. Muck? I was like, okay, well, now I'm in my 50s, right? So my spectrum goes all over. Some days I'm 80, some days I'm 50, some days I'm 60. I'm never.
Oh, wait. Now that you said this, okay, I've got one that's going to top that. Where is it? Oh, okay. So this is a couple years ago. This was on Instagram, and I was 59. I think I said that I was 59 on the post. Anyway, it says, "Are you sure you're 59? You look like you're 80. If I were you, I'd want to disappear. You look older than dirt." I've got you beat, honey, because that's 7,000 years old at least, right?
Seriously.
I don't know. I guess I look pretty good if I look older than dirt. I'm 7,000 years old. I don't know. What is this?
I don't know. That was funny though.
Oh my gosh. I'd want to disappear.
Let me see. Okay, here, let's go into some age. Okay. Her face doesn't match her prematurely gray hair, but her hands do.
Oh.
So, of course, I read it.
You have old hands too? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Or your hands look young?
No, my hands look old.
Oh, your
my hands, my face doesn't match her prematurely gray hair. My hands do.
Okay.
My face
gotcha.
looks down my hands. And then, so, of course, I read it, and I'm like this. Right away, I'm like... and I was like, now, of course, I look at everyone's hands. I'm always like, do my hands look old?
Yours definitely look very young, but I don't know why.
Yours look beautiful. It's so soft.
Oh, yeah, for the arthritis. But anyway.
Yeah, but guess what? Yeah, I think we all get that.
It is what it is.
Wait, yeah. I know you have one that can top that.
Gray hair screams grandma. Stop! In all caps.
Oh my gosh.
But there again, it's like, I don't know. I think it's a privilege to be a grandma. As we were talking about, just so many of these comments, it's just like about ageism.
Well, this one's really good.
Which one?
I think.
Oh,
right
the
here.
ancient? Gray or silver hair is horrible. It makes you look ancient, like dirt, right?
Oh, I know. I'm like
avoid it at all costs.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, here's one.
Oh gosh.
Why do you look so young and old at the same time?
Oh.
You look great for your age.
You look great for your age.
And that's the thing that a lot of people say is that you look great for your age. And I think that's
Right.
really kind of, I don't know what that means because I don't know, is there somebody that is 80 that we're supposed to look like that looks good and we're all supposed to, or someone looks 60 and we're supposed to look, that's like a really weird meter that people say that.
It really is. And I know that people are well-intentioned when they say that.
Right.
They mean it as a
positive,
compliment.
yes.
But I've gotten to this point because I really have focused on ageism, and it's really just one of the last boundaries we have to push back. But why can't I just look good?
Right.
Why do I have to have a qualifier?
Exactly. That's what I think too.
You look good for 61.
Right.
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's weird.
What I say to a 25-year-old, you look really good for 25.
Right.
Well, I have one.
Well, yeah, I think maybe
you're looking for yours.
Yes, I'm thinking.
I really like it because I get this a lot too. There's a couple of hot topics. One is short skirts.
Right.
Definitely my gray hair, and then this one comes up a lot too. I don't like the top at your age. Put some sleeves on.
Oh, right.
You know?
You got to wear sleeves if you're over like 50.
Like I can't, show my arm.
So I think I will leave you with, I have two that have to do with makeup. I have one, she wears more makeup than I've used in my entire life, which is funny because everything's about being simple, right? The less amount of makeup as possible.
You're like in 5 minutes.
That's what the whole Fierce Aging's about, is just being really simple.
Super simple.
And then do I have to wear as much makeup as you? I'm always so confused. Like, what is happening right now?
I know, right?
But it's funny because I had my YouTube comments coming up on my phone, and at one time I just got there was just so many that I was really feeling bad about what I was doing as a career in YouTube and what have you. So I took off the notifications. So I just didn't see them. Mm-hmm. And then so there were some that were just so horrible. I was like, really, I don't want that energy on it. So I deleted them. So when I went to go back and find some that, I've either responded to and then they delete them or they,
they'll delete them.
Right, they'll delete them.
Too.
So I was like trying to find, but ladies, I found so many because I don't read my comments that much. Like when I first put out a video, I will so I can respond to you. But I had so many really nice comments. I'm like, I'm really missing out,
Right? Yes.
And so I felt so great. And I was like, wow, I really have really nice. I mean, it was more of a dig to find the ones, but that's what we were saying. Like the negative pops up and it just stays in your head and you just focus in on that.
Rather than the 100 amazing comments. And I will have to say, I mean, in the community, and in YouTube and Instagram and wherever we are, I have been so blessed with my readers. I have an amazing readership and so supportive. And so, and
it makes up for when we're feeling really down
does.
And
or
focus in on something about, age.
Or they tell us we're so damn actually I was reading this. You're so damn tasteless,
You're like, wait a second. I'm trying to create like this whole platform. So, we keep showing up every day because we love you as our readers and our viewers and our subscribers.
And we do. We love our readers. We love to take you, along the journey. That's why we thought it'd be kind of fun to have behind the scenes, with us.
Kind of like what we deal with, and we kind of, bounce back, and it helps because, we know we're going to get it, and we understand that, and we work through it. It's just that we wanted to kind of give you a little bit of us on a more personal basis, not doing what we normally do, and just pop in here, and then we'll come back again, and we'll do it again, and just keep checking in.
And share friendship, because friendship is so important too. You know, and I do, and I value your friendship.
I know, I feel so lucky that I have somebody in the industry that I look up to, and I just really appreciate Beth always being available to me when I want to do FaceTime, or when I want to do text or what have you. So if you don't know about Beth's blog, it is Style at a Certain Age. I'm going to link everything below. She has an amazing YouTube channel also. She does really fun, different things. You cover a lot on your blog, from, we were talking about cocktails and recipes and all kinds of different really fun things.
Just lifestyle.
You have a book club too. You have a private, you have a private Facebook group on that, right?
Right, yeah.
So I'll link everything below so you can really check out Beth and all her amazing content. Until my next video, we'll see you later.